Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Tina. Thank you so much for joining me in today's video. I am so excited because I am going to be setting up my Jane's Agenda February junior size planner. All right, let's get to it. Now I have my current planner right here in front of me, and then I have all of the things that I'm going to be using to go ahead and set up for February. Now, most of the items that I have here came from the February deluxe subscription box. So if you'd like to see that unboxing, I will go ahead and link that for you up here. In that box, we get new planner covers, we get new dashboards, and this month we got some new inserts. So I'm really excited to go ahead and put all of those items into my planner for the month. First, I want to go ahead and kind of deconstruct some of the things that I have in here right now that I'm going to be switching out. So I'm going to go ahead and take off this little magnetic clip, which I really love. And this actually matches perfectly with this pouch that we got in the February subscription box. So I love when we get everything that coordinates. It's really nice. I don't know if I'm going to be using this one again or not this month, but we'll see what happens. I am planning to leave the Snap-in vegan leather cover on here. I believe that it's going to go like nicely with February's. Isn't this beautiful? Oh my gosh, these clear covers are stunning. This is like a new product that she has for us. So these are a little bit different though. The material is a little bit thicker. So I'm going to take this off, but I'm going to kind of take it off a little bit slowly, not so quickly, because I don't want to have any problems with it. It has not caused me any problems, but I just want to be on the safe side. So I'm going to take off the front and I'm going to take off the back because those are going to be switched out. Isn't this a beautiful dashboard? I'm going to actually miss this. I don't know if I'm going to want to put this somewhere else in my planner because it's so beautiful. All right, so this is all like kind of stripped down to all of the things that are staying in my planner. I don't have any dated inserts in here. It's kind of funny, but I am going to be putting some dated inserts in here for this month because I got some in the subscription box. So we're just gonna go kind of like step by step here. I love this cover. It says it takes strength to bloom. So this is coming on here. And I feel like this is the same material. Somebody was asking me about this new material that they have and the durability of it. It's been fine for me, but I have to say my planner never leaves the house. It always stays in the house. And then they wanted to know about the difference in the material. So I think these are the same here. I think that the one that they're going to be switching out and they're going to make it a little bit thinner, which would make it a little bit more pliable, is going to be for the March subscription box. So if you receive Jane's Agenda's subscription boxes and you get the monthly cover club or the deluxe subscription box, then you get covers in there. And I believe the March is, like I said, going to be a little bit thinner, which makes it a little bit more pliable and less likely for anything to happen while you're putting the cover in or taking it out. All right, the next thing I'm going to do is put in this dashboard. Isn't this beautiful? It's so simple, and I just really like that. It's just a very simple statement. So I decided to put this one layered underneath this cover because I think that that looks really beautiful. It takes strength to bloom with just that one flower there. All right, now the one thing I did not mention is that I am a Jane's Agenda affiliate. And if you do purchase anything or sign up for the subscription box, I greatly appreciate if you use my affiliate link, and that is down below in the description. So thank you so much for doing that. I really appreciate that. The next thing I'm going to put in here is this little pocket. It's a 3 pocket. I sort of already set things up, so let me take them apart and show them to you here. It's got 3 pockets here, and they've just each got their own slit here. And I don't know if she has any more of these. She might, but I'm not sure. I'm sorry, as I'm filming this, I did not check before I started filming it. I've had this pocket for a while and I really, really like it. It holds like these little cards in here. It holds pictures. You could put sticky notes in here if you want. Isn't this gorgeous? The beautiful Eiffel Tower, and then this building. Oh, the architecture. I'm just like loving, loving, loving it. It's so pretty. So I thought that that would like kind of like layer nicely over there. I thought that that was really pretty. I really like to set up my planner that when I open it up, I just have this like really pretty view to it before things start to get like functional. And then I've got this dashboard. I think I'm gonna flip it. So this is made out of that really nice clear material, but these come in and out very easily. And this is like a thinner material. So I'm thinking that that's probably what they're going to be doing for the covers moving forward. So that way it's just a little bit more pliable. And then she included these 3 functional dashboards in the subscription box. So I wanted to put them up here. And this one says 30 ways to maximize time management and productivity. So I really like the idea of having this up here because that's one of the things I'm going to be concentrating on for February. And this one is mindfulness and presence. And this is digital detox challenge. So I think I'm gonna put that one next. And this one in here. I'm not sure if this is going to stay here or if I'm going to move this into like my personal section. You know what? I'm going to leave this to the side and I'm going to decide on that in just a bit. Okay, so under that tab, which is not labeled, I just have these 2 functional dashboards. And then the next thing I'm going to put in here is my February. All right, so this dashboard here, it's got these beautiful florals, and then on the back is a different illustration. So this initially was designed to layer underneath the front and back cover. However, I didn't like this when I opened up my planner. I preferred to have the flower and that. I didn't want to open it up to that. It was just a little too much like beige going on for me. And yeah, I didn't really care for that. So I chose to use one of my other decorative dashboards that I received for layering underneath the cover. But I thought this was stunning. And then this is the vellum that we received for February. And that looks so beautiful over there. So that is where that's gonna go. And I do have a divider for it. Now, currently it says goals because I was using this divider for goals, but I am gonna take this off and I'm going to relabel this. You just get a little bit of rubbing alcohol and that just takes off any of the adhesive. I printed these up myself and all I did was print them on clear sticker paper. So for now, I think the this month label on here will work out just fine. And I'm gonna put that over down here. So this one will be here for these miscellaneous, and then this one I'm gonna have it this way because I could have it this way or I could flip it and have it up here. But I like the idea of having it here because there's not a tab there, so it kind of takes up that spot perfectly. All right, so I definitely recommend using tweezers when you're putting any of these little headers on. Makes it so much easier. Okay, so this month, all right. So let's put this divider in here. And that is going to be for February. I love it because I'm only going to have 1 month in here at a time. I don't need to have more than that. So that works out really well. Let me show you the dated inserts that I'm going to be using. And then I have some dated inserts that I actually am repurposing. So first, I'm going to show you the ones that we received in this subscription box. So I'm going to pop those in here. And this one is the weekly number 27, and it's hourly appointments. So if you like this insert and you want to get it, it will be available in the shop. It will not start until July. So those of us that have subscriptions in either the Planner and Lifestyle subscription or the Deluxe subscription box, we receive these, and these are going to last us from February to June. So we got like a nice supply of them. So I love being a subscriber because we get first look at like new products that she's bringing out. First page here is just dot grid. You could use it for notes, whatever you like. February 2024. And then we're going to come in here. It is a vertical layout and the dates run across the top. So this one is starting on Monday, January 29th. It's bringing us through the end of the month of January. And then February 1st starts on a Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday, you can see, are combined. So we've got an hourly schedule here from 5 till 9. There are lines in between for the half hour. So if you need to go ahead and schedule something at the half hour, you have that availability to do that. Color of the font is like a gray. It's really light. And I do like that. The numbers are a little bit on the small side. I kind of like that idea because it's not so obvious. Like you've got the hours there, but they're not like really just kind of like standing out at you. So they are very easy to cover up if you like decide that you wanted to cover up the hours for whatever reason. That would be really easy to do. So I'm excited to give this layout a try, and I really want to concentrate on time management. So Jane's Agenda does Master Plan Mondays. They're live that she does on YouTube, and she talks about many different topics to help you plan and use your planner in a really functional way. And one of the topics was time management. So there was a couple of tips that she had on there, and one of them is to sort of log the things that you did for the day, and then that way you can go back and kind of review and see how you spent your day. I think that this would really help me out because sometimes I do feel like I'm just not making the best use of my time. So this is going to be like one of my goals for February, to really concentrate on that. And I think this layout will really like help me out a lot. So it's got the whole month in here, and it's like back to back. There's no separations between the weeks. So I really, really like this. So I'm excited to have some dated pages in here. I'm going to come up here to the front because what I'm going to now do is I'm going to add in this page finder because I have some other inserts that I'm going to put in here, and I want to go ahead and make sure that these are like divided out. Okay, so I have these other inserts that I actually had gotten last year, and these are daily inserts. I don't want to say the wrong thing, but I'm going to pop the name of it up here once I look it up, so then that way you'll know the name of these inserts. These are dated inserts, but what I did was I went ahead and pulled this week here that I did not use at all, and I went ahead and just like covered up all of the dates on here, so that way I thought I could use it for the month of, or the first week of February, because these are dailies. All right, so let's take a look at what this is here. So it's got a weekly overview page here. So it's got top priorities. It's a blank section, Monday through Sunday, a line for each day there. So you could put a work schedule, or maybe log your water intake or your calories, or just there's different things that you can actually log up there. There is a habit tracker section here, and then there's a block out section here for this week. So this is just kind of like an overview of the week that you're going into. Actually, let me pop these in here. And then it starts with Monday. So I obviously have to put the dates in here, but that's okay. That's not that big of a deal. These are also hourly, but of course they're dailies. So we've got an early section here, and then it starts from 7 till 6, and then a later section. There is a notes section that you can easily extend into the evening here, which I have done before. And then there is a very simple task section with a column for your little checks. I really like these dailies. I did use some of them when we received them. I want to say we received them for like November and December, so to kind of end out the year, but I wasn't using them regularly. So I, at the time, decided to not order any new ones for the new year because I really wasn't quite sure if they were something I was going to use, and I didn't really want to invest in them if I was in fact not going to be using them. So I just decided to repurpose some of the weeks that I did not use. So that's what I'm doing with this set here. So we've got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday has a full day, and Sunday has a full day. I love, love, love that. Honestly, everything else in here is going to stay the same. So let me just show you how I have it set up. I have an inbox section here. This is really just easy for me to find. And then I do have an inbox like tab here, but I like to use that to put sticky notes on. So I don't ever open these up because I've got like personal items in here. So the inbox is all there. Under each tab, I have things sectioned out. So I've got the side tabs that are for like the big sections, and then my subsections underneath them will have either top or bottom tabs to divide things out. So let's go ahead and take a look in here. I have my ideal day, and I've had this since last year, and I just kind of kept that in here. I really kind of need to update that, to be honest. I haven't done that yet. And then I have these beautiful metal tabs. I love these. They're so luxurious. I really, really like, I just really, really like the way that they look. So this one right here is labeled a goal tracker, which I'm not sure if I'm actually going to use this for goals or just for highlights for each month. Not quite sure. I have not done anything with that just yet. So we'll see what happens. As you can see, it has like 12 boxes for the whole year, quarter 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then the months are like in the corner here. All right, this next section is my order tracker, which I definitely use these. I love these sheets. Those are perfect for me. So I've got some extras in there as well. And then I've got shows and movies to watch. My wish list, which I still have yet to fill this out. I don't know what's on there. I still have yet to fill this out, but it's in here. And then this is for any shopping that I want to get, any items. I'm actually going to cover that up where it says Cyber Week shopping list. We received this for like Cyber Week shopping organization, but I never used it. But I thought that these were great inserts just to use just for overall like shopping. These are affirmations of wealth, which we received last month. So I like that. So I kept that one in here. Now, I'm not sure. I might move this in here because I kind of like these as like a constant in my planner. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to flip this one and I'm going to add this, and then I'm going to get a number 6. All right, here are my metal tabs. So these metal tabs, You get a total of 12 of them. So they're beautiful. I really, really love them. The same way I have the other ones on. Let's put it in here and then I can adjust it. Now, so that was one section or a subsection in my personal tab. So, and then I have another section here, which I am using these really nice, they're like really thin, they're a plastic, I really like them. And I decided to flip them to use these as bottom tabs. So I've already set these up the way that I want them. However, I did not label them. First section, I want it to be reminders. And the next section, I have a reading list and then seasonals. I'm just going to go ahead and put these labels on these tabs, and then I'll go ahead and show you what I have in the tab. All right, so I went ahead and I labeled those, and I like the clear the sticker paper because then you get the nice clear sticker on there and it's just like the wording. So this one, I went ahead and I labeled reminders. And behind here, we've got these functional dashboards for annual reminders, seasonal, and quarterly. So I love this set. And this one is actually available. So if you wanted to pick this up, some really, really good items in here. And then this one is financial wellness. So I just went ahead and put this one under here. So these three are sold as like a set here. And this one I received in, I believe it was last month's subscription box. So I thought it went perfectly in that section. The next one I have here is a reading list. So I have all of these books to read. I'm laughing because obviously I don't have it filled out, but my intention is to be better with reading this year. And quite honestly, reading an actual like written book is probably not going to happen, but maybe a Kindle or audiobooks. But anyway, I want to go ahead and have this section for reading. And then I do have a winter reading list here that we received. And then this is another reading list that we received for self-improvement. So I've got some really interesting content here that I could look up and go ahead and start reading. So I figured I would create a little section for reading. So that way I have all of those in one place. All right, and then the last one here I created is seasonal. I figured the seasonal section would be great to have in here because, of course, we keep getting these very, very functional dashboards in the subscription boxes for like different things. So I really like that. So I thought having a seasonal section would be really nice. So that's what I have here is this winter readiness checklist. The next section I have here are notes. So again, I have the side tab, and then I have just all like different notes in here. So that is in that section. Projects, I have this beautiful girl, this vellum, and that is layered over this cardstock to make living itself an art. That is the goal. I love the way that that looks. And then I just have this covered because I have like project information in here, and I do like using these project pages. I'm going to show you what those look like. These are really nice. These are in the shop. It's got like a nice like line section at the top. There's like a little blank box here, and then it has these 3 columns here which are lined with little checklist boxes, and then a dot grid section. And then on the back is got another line section at the top, 2 columns, and it's all dot grid. So these are really nice pages to use for projects. And then at the back here, we've got, I've got a budget and expenses section. So this is new that I just received, and I have not started filling this out yet. And you know what? I really think I want to bring that peacock in here because this is not something that I want everybody to see also. So I want to have a dashboard in here, and this peacock is stunning. So I'm going to bring this in here. I think this is a perfect way for me to keep it in here because it's so beautiful. And these are like thin plastic. They're not as thin as these like kind of like oatmeal color ones, but these are a frosted, and I like these. These are really nice. The quality is really nice, and we received these in the last month's subscription box for budget expenses, and then there's another one, but I did not need it, so I kept that out of here. All right, so that is everything that I have in my planner. Now I need to put on the back dashboard here, which is going to be this one with the peonies. I decided to use that on the back. And my back cover. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on. Okay, all right, so I should be good here. Let's see. Yes, all right. All right, the size discs that I like to use actually are 1.5 inch discs, and she does not carry that size anymore. She has either 1 1/4 or 2 inch discs. I generally like to clip things to this. But I have to say, since she has switched the material of the covers, I don't feel comfortable putting like a clip on there. I used to put like things just clipped on this little flap because this is like a little folder. But I feel like it could scratch the cover up. So, like if I had this on here, like in past, I might have put that on here. But again, I don't want that to scratch. I never really had a problem with the other covers, and I don't know if I would have a problem with this, but I just don't want to take the chance. I don't know. I'll have to see what happens. So what I did previously was I just clipped it on the front, and I think that looks really pretty. Now, I'm not sure if I want to use the gray one. I do have another one here. I have this one, which is also from them. And that, I don't know. I think I like the gray one because this has got like the black here. This seems a little too like matchy-matchy. Kind of like the contrast. Ooh, I like that. Okay, I haven't even put it on yet, and I like it. And this one's actually got a little bit more of a grip to it than this one does. This is like their newest design. All right, well, here it is. I really love the way that this turned out, and I will keep you posted. If I decide to get the 2 inch discs, I'll let you know if I get those. I might get them. I have a plan to use them for storage purposes because I like to keep all of my old covers and my dashboards, and keeping them on discs is really like kind of the best way that I found to keep them. So I think I'm going to get some 2 inch discs to go ahead and house them on there, and I think that that would work out really well for me. But before I do that, I think I might give them a shot for a month and see how I like them, because you never know, it might be something that I might want to like switch out moving forward. But for now, I'm really, really happy with how I have this set up. Just a reminder, if you do decide to purchase anything from Jane's Agenda, or if you decide to sign up for the subscription box, I am an affiliate, so I greatly appreciate if you use my affiliate link. It is down below in the description of this video. And if you like this video, please be sure to give me a thumbs up, and please remember to subscribe if you have not done so already. And when you do subscribe, or if you have already subscribed, make sure that you have hit that notification bell. That way you'll be notified when my videos come out. And drop me a comment. Let me know, do you get the Jane's Agenda subscription box, or is Jane's Agenda new to you? I would love to hear if you are familiar already with Jane's agenda or if this is something you're just now learning about. Thank you so much for joining me in today's video. If you watched the video all the way through to the end, drop me a pink heart emoji. All right, thanks so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.